If you're a die-hard Browns fan and love breaking down the game like we do, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a blitz. The sports world has been spinning non-stop after whispers started circulating about an unbelievable twist involving Tom Brady, a name that refuses to fade into the background no matter how much time passes. The rumor mill exploded when insiders close to the quarterback began hinting that his story might not be over, that maybe he wasn't quite ready to shut the door on the game that shaped his legacy. What caught everyone off guard wasn't just the suggestion of a comeback, but the destination being floated around: Cleveland, yes. The same Cleveland that has spent years searching for stability, leadership, and a spark capable of transforming the entire atmosphere of the franchise. This whisper, this quiet little storm building behind the scenes, has fans and analysts alike looking around in disbelief, unsure if they should laugh it off or keep refreshing their feeds for confirmation. The idea of Brady stepping out of retirement again is already wild, but doing it specifically for the Browns pushes the story into a territory so unexpected that even the most plugged-in insiders are walking carefully. Still, every hour new hints surface, as if the universe is slowly preparing everyone for a twist too surreal to ignore. People close to various front offices have described the vibe as electric, not because anyone expected this move, but because of how much sense it strangely makes when all the puzzle pieces are laid out. Cleveland has been hungry for a headline that shifts their identity from overlooked to unstoppable, and the presence of a quarterback with Brady's resume would instantly change the tone. Across the entire organization, some claim the Browns have been quietly assessing the veteran market for weeks, exploring every last possibility in search of someone who could bring stability and star power simultaneously. Others say the whispers about Brady started earlier than anyone realized, tucked away in private conversations that only recently leaked into the public. The sheer audacity of the move has people talking nonstop, fans pacing, pundits debating, rivals pretending not to worry while secretly checking every update. Brady has always been unpredictable in the best ways, a master of redefining expectations, and the possibility of him choosing Cleveland as the next stage of his legacy feels both chaotic and weirdly poetic. Inside the Browns facility, the atmosphere reportedly shifted the moment these rumors gained traction. Staff members who normally keep their heads down began exchanging subtle glances, like they were trying to confirm without speaking a word. There's something about Brady's name that changes the energy in a room, a presence that carries history, weight, and a certain gravity, whether anyone wants to admit it or not. The idea of him walking through the facility in full gear is enough to make even the most seasoned executive rethink what this team could become. Those close to the situation say the conversations were kept tight, sealed off from unnecessary ears, as if the organization didn't dare risk jeopardizing something this monumental. The possibility alone has already attracted attention from players around the league, creating a quiet buzz about Cleveland becoming a surprising destination. Every rumor, every subtle hint, every off-the-record comment is adding fuel to a fire that no one expected to see ignite. And the closer this story gets to feeling real, the more the football world braces for the shockwave. Analysts have spent hours trying to make sense of why Brady would choose Cleveland specifically, and the theories range from strategic to sentimental. Some suggest he sees an opportunity to elevate a franchise that has been struggling for narrative direction, creating a story more powerful than any final championship run. Others believe he wants to prove, once and for all, that his success wasn't just tied to specific systems or familiar environments, but to his ability to elevate whatever team he touches. There's also speculation that Brady might be drawn to the challenge. The idea of walking into a city starving for a breakthrough and becoming the catalyst for a transformation no one could have predicted. Even the fans, usually skeptical of rumors this big, are torn between disbelief and pure excitement. They know better than to get their hopes up, but the possibility is too exhilarating to ignore. The entire situation feels like a movie script that somehow jumped into reality, and everyone watching is waiting for the next scene to unfold. Meanwhile, social media has erupted into a frenzy, with every post, every vague comment, and every cryptic emoji being dissected like ancient code. The amount of attention Cleveland is getting rivals some of the biggest storylines in recent memory, and fans who once felt tired of endless uncertainty suddenly feel alive with anticipation. Memes, speculation threads, and livestream rants are everywhere, with people arguing passionately about whether this is the greatest plot twist in modern football, or just another rumor destined to fade away. Yet the momentum hasn't slowed. Every hour more voices join in, some claiming to have inside information, others begging for any kind of official word. It's as if the entire football community has collectively paused, leaning in, waiting for someone to confirm that this unbelievable possibility is becoming real. And until that confirmation arrives, the conversation refuses to die down. What's most fascinating is how even players around the league are chiming in, not with direct statements but with subtle reactions that only fuel the chaos. A like here, a comment there, an unexpected repost, tiny digital breadcrumbs that fans interpret as signs. Some Browns players have posted cryptic messages themselves, almost as if they're teasing the world or hinting they know something they aren't allowed to say. The locker room reportedly feels like it's buzzing with both hope and disbelief, as if the team is trying not to picture what it would mean to share the field with a living legend. The mere thought of Brady wearing Cleveland's uniform is enough to shift expectations, morale, and even the broader perception of the franchise. Every small detail adds another layer to a narrative no one was prepared for, but everyone is watching unfold in real time, with the sense that this rumor might be much more than just noise. As the rumor intensifies, insiders close to the situation insist there's far more substance here than a simple off-season whisper. Behind closed doors, conversations have reportedly taken a serious tone, the kind that indicates something bigger is being orchestrated beneath the surface. Those familiar with how these high-profile negotiations unfold say the silence coming from both Brady's camp and Cleveland's front office might actually be the clearest sign something real is happening. Usually, when a baseless rumor catches fire, denials come swiftly, yet this time, both sides remain unusually quiet, allowing the speculation to grow unchecked. That silence has turned into its own form of confirmation, sending fans into a spiral of hope, excitement, and disbelief. The possibility of Brady stepping back onto the field is already massive, but choosing Cleveland as the stage makes the entire scenario feel almost mythic, as if the football universe is preparing for a moment no one will ever forget. The Browns themselves appear to be embracing this energy, even if unofficially. People close to several players say the excitement in the locker room is impossible to ignore. The idea of practicing alongside someone with Brady's experience and leadership has lifted spirits and sparked conversations about what this team could achieve if the rumor becomes reality. Younger players, especially, are reportedly imagining the impact of learning directly from a quarterback who shaped an entire era. Veterans, too, are quietly acknowledging how transformative a move like this would be, not just for the team's performance, but for the mentality and culture inside the building. Coaches, though maintaining their professional composure, are rumored to be entertaining adjustments and possibilities they never expected to consider. The ripple effects of the rumor have extended far beyond the fan base, weaving their way into the fabric of the team itself, creating an atmosphere of anticipation that grows heavier by the day. Meanwhile, Brady's inner circle is doing little to calm the storm. Sources who have worked closely with the quarterback in the past mention that he has always operated with a calculated unpredictability, often keeping his biggest decisions tightly guarded. Some insiders hint that he has been quietly training with a level of intensity that doesn't align with a fully retired lifestyle. Others claim he has expressed interest in taking on a challenge, unlike anything he has done before, something that would redefine his legacy in a way no one could replicate. Cleveland, a franchise familiar with adversity and longing for stability, might represent the perfect canvas for such a final chapter. This connection between Brady's ambition and the Browns' hunger for a defining moment is what many believe gives this rumor its surprising strength. It doesn't feel random, it feels intentional, strategic, and strangely fitting. Across sports media, every analyst is scrambling to interpret what this potential comeback means for the broader league landscape. Conversations have shifted from whether Brady will return to what could happen if he actually does, and how Cleveland becomes the unexpected epicenter of one of the biggest stories in football history. The ripple effect could alter everything from rival strategies to roster moves across the league, as teams respond to the possibility of Brady stepping into a new uniform in a new city. The idea that Cleveland could suddenly become a major gravitational force is sending shockwaves through front offices everywhere. Even teams with established quarterbacks are reportedly preparing for the media attention and competitive pressure that would follow such a monumental shift. This rumor isn't just a storyline, it's shaping the perception of an entire offseason, pulling every conversation into its orbit like a magnet. Social media continues to fuel the blaze, with fans creating artwork, mock press conferences, and edits of Brady and Brown's gear, even though nothing official has been released. The digital world is treating the rumor like an inevitability, building a narrative that grows more vivid. By the minute, influencers and content creators are racing to produce reaction videos, predictions, and deep dives about what Brady's arrival could mean for the team. Every platform is saturated with speculation, and the engagement numbers are climbing in ways that rival major sporting milestones. The most astonishing part is how widespread the conversation has become. Fans from teams across the league are chiming in, debating, arguing, and analyzing every nuance of the situation. It's rare for a rumor to capture global attention with such intensity. But this one has managed to do exactly that, turning the sports world into a giant rumor mill that refuses to quiet down. Enjoying the content so far? Smash that like button and drop your take in the comments. We want to hear what you think about the Browns this season. And now, with the story at full volume. Whispers from trusted voices suggest that Brady has indeed agreed to join Cleveland. A revelation that, if confirmed officially, would become one of the most iconic twists in modern sports. The thought of the greatest quarterback of his era choosing the Browns as the destination for a final return has left fans stunned, emotional, and wildly energized. Some call it poetic redemption, others see it as an unprecedented power move, and many still can't believe it might actually be happening. The air feels heavy with anticipation, as though the football world is holding its breath, waiting for the moment when speculation transforms into history. If this comeback truly becomes reality, it won't just be a signing, it will be a seismic shift, a story told for generations. A moment when the unexpected became unforgettable. As the narrative evolves, commentators argue that the situation may ultimately become a defining chapter in Sanders' early career, offering an opportunity to demonstrate growth under intense scrutiny. Insiders suggest that teammates are beginning to recognize subtle signs of increased confidence in Sanders' interactions, interpreting this as evidence that he is learning to thrive beneath the weight of expectations. Analysts claim such resilience is crucial, particularly in environments shaped by media-driven stories that can influence public opinion and internal dynamics. Bitonio's remark, though controversial, continues to serve as a catalyst for conversations surrounding accountability, motivation, and communication among players. Fans persist in crafting theories, dissecting each development with meticulous enthusiasm, as if piecing together a grand puzzle woven from fragments of information and speculation. Social platforms amplify the buzz, turning every rumor into fuel for ongoing debate within the organization. Coaches reportedly prioritize clarity and cohesion, encouraging constructive dialogue to keep speculation from overshadowing team priorities. Yet the fascination surrounding the situation remains intense, driven not by concrete conflict, but by the possibility of transformation. As intrigue endures, the Browns remain enveloped in a storyline shaped by uncertainty, ambition, and the relentless spotlight that accompanies rising stars and established leaders alike. As attention escalates, insiders reveal that several veterans have quietly stepped into mediating roles, aiming to maintain balance while avoiding the appearance of interference. Reports claim these players want to prevent any misunderstanding from affecting performance or morale, recognizing that narratives driven by external buzz often hold more power than factual reality. Sanders' evolving demeanor has become a point of fascination, with analysts noting that he appears increasingly deliberate in controlling body language and messaging during interviews. Some interpret this shift as a sign of confidence, while others suspect strategic caution designed to avoid giving critics additional ammunition. Bitonio, meanwhile, remains a central figure despite saying nothing further, his silence amplifying the impact of the initial remark. Fans from across the league continue dissecting the storyline, pitching theories ranging from calculated leadership tactics to potential internal strain. Debates unfold across podcasts and live streams, transforming simple observations into elaborate narratives that often overshadow actual team developments. Even neutral spectators admit the drama feels like a layered saga blending ego, ambition, and generational contrast. Regardless of interpretation, the situation now carries symbolic significance, representing broader conversations about mentorship, authority, and the complexities of guiding rising talent within highly scrutinized organizations. Thanks for riding with us on another Browns Blitz. If you liked the video, share it with a fellow fan, hit subscribe, and ring that bell so you're always part of the Dawg Pound conversation. Go Browns!